Hey everyone, if you're an e-commerce manager, this one is for you. We have recently added a new API connector with Shopify. If you're running your e-commerce store on Shopify, you can now bring your collections as well as your products data right inside your stack. You can also track your real-time inventory of each of those products. Now let's see how it works. Now the first thing is you need to connect to the Shopify API. So I go to the integrations page. I search for Shopify. Since I've already connected here, I would like to show what all information you need to bring to connect to your Shopify API. You click on add your API, and here you need to bring two things. One is your access token and your API key from Shopify. You also need to add your store domain. So the first thing is I go to my Shopify Store and go to settings, go to apps and channels. I click on develop apps. I just have to create a new app called, let's say, Stackby Shopify. I've created this app. Now I can go to configuration. There is something called admin API integration. I just click on configure. And here I just have to manage the scopes. So if you see here, we have to add these two scopes, product listings and products, with write and read information both. So let's just add these two and these two, right? And you basically click on save. Now, once the scope is selected, you go back to the configuration again. Actually, you go to API credentials, and in API credentials, there is something called access tokens, and you just install your app. So install Shopify, Stackby Shopify, and you just click on install. Now, once you do, you will only be able to see your admin API access token. You can click on reveal this token once and just copy and paste it somewhere. So here, what I'll do is I'll quickly just add the API token. I'll add the API key name, add the domain, and in API key, all I have to do is just go to configuration again, API credentials again, and you will see there is an API key added here. And just save it. So I've already connected my Shopify store to Stackby. Now I'll just go to a stack where I've already created like a basic template of how this will look like. So I've created basically two tables. One is a collections table where you just want to bring all the products from that particular collection, and you just want to store it in your database, right? Imagine you're running an e-commerce store with 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 collections. And you just want to see, the product handles for each of those collections. So all I need to do is, bring a collection ID. So I go to Shopify and I go to products. I go to collections. Let's say I want to come here, and you will see there is an ID on the URL here. So just copy and paste it and add it here. I've already added, I have to basically go to connect to an API or a service, select Shopify as a third-party service provider, select my Shopify API that I've added. So you see that we have added the Shopify 2. So, it will show here, and select a Shopify service. In this case, I want to bring the collections data by the collection ID and select the ID column to reference, which is the collection ID. And I call it, say, the collection API. So now what I can do is you can see, the data automatically pulls in, right? These are all the different products that I have in this particular collection. So I can easily bring all of this, product handles. So let's say I just want to copy this particular product handle and add it to, my products table. So I'll just quickly add one more. Now in this table, I want to bring only the product information, right? What is the price of the product? What tags I've given to the product? What is the, and what is the real-time inventory? So in this case, I've connected this to the product API. So there is a Shopify service called Get Product Data by Product Handle. And in this case, I want to just bring the handle column to reference. So I just have to add the product handle names, and it automatically pulls in information right from your product handles. So since I've already added this, all I need to do is just hit refresh, and it automatically pulls in all of this information. So it brings me inventory of the sizes of the shirts, small, medium, large, MRP, what is the current price, what is the product type, whether it is active, and in this one, which sizes are we looking at. So I've stored a JSON data, and I will see that there are 5 different sizes for this particular shirts that we are looking at. I can easily open the data explorer, and I can see the information of each of this product. I can add created ad, updated ad, tags, and even like deep dive into the different variants that you have for each of those products, right? So what is the old inventory quantity and what is the new inventory quantity? What is the weight of that particular product? You want to bring in the the description of the product. You could easily do that as well. So you can basically see all the information pertaining to that particular product handle, and all you need to do is just add the product handles once, and it automatically pulls in the right information and helps you track the real-time inventory. See, this is very important for an e-commerce manager because you want to track in real time how your store is performing and whether you're able to track your inventory properly. So this is a perfect way to automatically bring in information from Shopify and track it here, right? So if I want to add like bring multiple data, I'll just hit multi-refresh. It automatically pulls in the information, right? So this is very powerful, if you're really managing your e-commerce store properly, and you want to see how the inventory is performing. So we'll keep expanding the scope of how the Shopify API works, but this is a first step for us to bring in the Shopify information into Stackby directly without the need of a third-party API. So let us know what you think and give us your feedback.